Hi, I'm Etty, your wine curator here at Plonk Wine Club, and I'm really thrilled to share some really cool, very different, and very off the beaten path wines that we've sourced for you all for your October shipments. Now, the first one is a red that comes from the Cotes du Rhone region of France. Now, a lot of wines that you see from Cotes du Rhone are sort of okay, they're juicy, quaffable wines, a little bit on the mundane side, so we don't show a ton of those wines, but every now and then we come across something that is super unique and really very notable and very different in style. Well, here's a great wine that is certified organic. It comes from a great little tiny producer called Domaine Rouge Garance, and this is a blend of Grenache, Syrah, and Cinsault. Now, what I really loved about this wine is that it's so floral and fresh. It has this bright purple hue in the glass. The aromas just sort of leap out. It's so aromatic, it's so fresh, and it really has a very sort of feminine style to it. It is very different than a lot of the typical, kind of juicy, quaffable wines that you see from this region, and for that reason, we've selected this one for you for this month. Now, moving on to the reds, we have a really interesting wine from Margaret River in Western Australia. And this wine is made of a Portuguese variety called Verdelho. This is made by Ashbrook Estate. They're a great small family-run producer that does everything by hand. They farm sustainably. And this is the type of white wine that just somehow disappears from your glass. It is so fresh, so clean, almost reminds me of a Vinho Verde, which is not surprising since the grape variety is Portuguese. And it has this sort of salty, almost spritzy minerality that is so palate wetting, so refreshing. You get even a little bit of ginger here. This is just such a cool find, and I'm really excited to share this one with you guys for this month. Now, moving on to another very interesting white we have from the New World. It hails from Swartland in South Africa, and it's made by a couple who came from the Loire Valley in France. They moved to South Africa because they were growers of Chenin Blanc, which in South Africa they refer to as Steen. Now, this is a great wine made by Vincent and Tanya Carême. It's their Terre Brûlée Blanc bottling, 100% Chenin Blanc, and this is a very old world sort of styled wine. It has this classic sensibility, wonderful notes of honeysuckle and grapefruit and this briny sea salt. It's just such a fabulous find from South Africa. So hopefully you'll enjoy these really cool selections for October, and we'll see you next month.